name is LoeyLane, and I'm so excited to tell you guys about my new podcast, Internet Urban Legends, with my BFF Snitchery.
We deep dive into the darkest corners of the internet to uncover whether some of the most notorious web myths are hoax or whether they're con. Internet Urban Legends, available exclusively on Spotify.
Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, hello, my name is Loey, and you probably already know just what time it is. I was once again, as I often do, perusing through my TikTok mentions. You can follow me at LoeyBugXO over there if you ever want to tag me in any creepy finds that you may have, even if they may seem small. I love to be the first to jump on a mystery. And I found that a ton of you were tagging me in the account FrailAlien, who stumbles across something strange and small outside of his home. When he brings it into his home, it seems that it welcomes much more than the small trinket that he found outside, and chaos ensues. Before we get started with today's video, we have a sponsor, and I'm so excited to say that it is Sony Pictures. Who would have thunk? Your girl, sponsored by Sony Pictures, sponsored to talk about a movie, and one that I'm really excited about at that. Today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about Don't Breathe 2, which is out in theaters on Friday the 13th. Don't Breathe 2 follows the story of a blind war veteran, Norman Nordstrom, after the events of the first Don't Breathe movie. Also, just so you guys know, the first one is absolutely incredible. It was given great reviews online, and for good reason. It's a really different and unique horror film that tends to stick with you. Like, it's one of those that'll keep you up at night, sort of scary. Following the catastrophic and deadly home invasion of the first film, Norman Nordstrom is simply trying to lead a peaceful and quiet life with 11-year-old Phoenix, who is an orphaned girl who he essentially took under his wing and cares for as his own. Intruders once again find his home, and this time their sights are set on this child that he has taken in as his own daughter. Once again, a dark and monstrous side of Norman's personality surfaces, and it makes for a scary freaking movie. The first Don't Breathe movie was one of the scariest and best horror films in years, and its sequel is no exception. Don't Breathe 2 is a terrifying and action-packed sequel in this series. It's definitely not one that you're going to want to miss. So once again, Don't Breathe 2 is out in theaters on Friday, August 13th. I will be first in line at the theaters to see this. I'm telling you, the first one was so good, and I'm so stoked that I was asked to talk a little bit about this film with you guys today. Thank you again to Sony Pictures for sponsoring today's video, and let's jump right into it. So in the very first video, the poster finds what looks like a small, realistic doll mask. I mean, the item itself looks so human-like. There's so much expression to it, and he just finds it right next to his mailbox. The eyes are like hollowed out in it, and it even has details of lines on the forehead giving it age. It has blush on the nose, blush on the cheeks. The mouth is curved into this creepy smile. This is a really deliberately made piece of art. Why would someone just have chucked it onto the ground outside of a random person's mailbox? I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Somebody put a lot of time and effort into that. However, our poster, who is just called Z, according to his TikTok bio, basically shows himself just vibing with the doll head moving forward. I mean, he seems to think it's really fascinating, and while it is unnerving, he doesn't seem too bothered by it. However, it's during this stage, when he's not too terribly bothered by the head, that he notices a shadowy figure staring at him from across the street. And this is the point in the comments where everyone is telling Z, please get rid of that thing. It is bad vibes, it is bad news, it is not going to bring you anything good, get rid of it. But Z is nowhere to be found. After updating us that there is a shadowy figure standing across the street staring at them, the poster just disappears. Within about a week, he returns and says that he was away due to unforeseen medical problems. However, while that is scary and startling, and one might wonder what exactly happened to make him ill or not feel well, especially after seeing a shadowy figure across the street staring at him, he gives us additional unsettling news.
Few updates with the face. I put it somewhere, but where I put it, I can't find it right now, so I don't know where the it has went. in nightmares. I've been having a ton of nightmares lately, even more so than I already have.
The face is nowhere to be found, and in its place, our poster begins to get really terrible, intense nightmares. Luckily, the following day, our poster finds the face. And this is where he gives us a bit of an update as to just what his plans are revolving the face, the mask, whatever you want to call it.
I'm not gonna get rid of him. I don't know, I kind of like him, I guess you could say. So, yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of him, but I'm gonna make him a body. Whatever he wants, honestly. Whatever sort of body he wants, he'll get, so, yeah.
He has no plans to get rid of the face. As a matter of fact, he's become somewhat attached to it and wants to even give it a body, a finishing vessel of sorts. Not what I would have done, but everyone in the chat is telling him, you know, don't think that's the greatest idea, but we support ya. Despite his love of this bizarre, strange, beautiful, terrifying object, he does admit that it is a little bit unsettling. He wants to know if anyone who is watching the video can read the mask's energy. Does he have a name? Why is he there? He seems almost pitiful, according to our poster. In the following video, our poster talks about a deer who is just abnormally close to his home.
Oh. That's a deer. Why are you so close? Okay, sorry. That was... Usually deer don't get that close to the porch. I wish I'd flipped the camera.
Everyone in the comments of this video is really quick to point out that this may not be a deer, but a shapeshifter of sorts. And I will not be saying its name. I will simply be referring to it as a windy boy, because I am not about that. I'm not scared of much, but ugh. And if you don't know what that means, don't go looking for it. It's not worth the absolute nightmares you're going to give yourself. Just consider it a shapeshifter of sorts. People in the comments were basically saying, hey, that deer may not be a deer. It may be part of whatever is attached to this face, kind of haunting and stalking you in a way. Shortly after this, he hears what sounds like someone trying to break through his neighbor's chain link fence.
And I get a very bad sense that something's out here. And it's so dark, too. Like, let me give y'all, like, a small example of how dark it is out here. Like, usually I can at least see the road, but it's like something's eating the light around here or something.
It's also just abnormally dark outside, and our poster has a really weird feeling about whatever is going on. One of the poster's cats also has gone missing, and he says this is just not normal for the cat. The cat does not wander off. The cat does not go missing. This isn't a thing that's happened before.
One of my cats is missing. That usually stays on the porch at night, but for some reason tonight, he's not here. Kind of worries me.
The next day, Z posts a video of themselves playing the ukulele, and you might see a familiar face sitting beside them. He has sewn the face onto a small pink teddy bear. So now, this item that seems to be bringing with it bad vibes, bad luck, weird creatures around the home, now has a body and is seemingly here to stay. This probably is not a coincidence, but once the poster decided that the first face was there to stay, the next day he finds, alarmingly, another face while out looking for his missing cat.
So it's about to rain. I'm out here chasing my cat down, and it went right into the woods, right over here. Like, it went over here. I don't know where the it went, and I can't go in there because I don't have my boots on, plus snakes. But what the do I see over here? A mother. I see another mother. I honestly don't know who the is leaving these, but better stop. Because I'm all for creepy but this is getting a little scary. Scarier than what I'm comfortable with. I'm just over it.
This face is more disturbing than the first, in my opinion. There's something about the mouth being wide open like that and like a perpetual scream and the holes around the face, as though this is a real mask and not just like a face that was ripped off of someone. It just gives me bad vibes. No. So he finds the second face and brings that one in too. And then that night, as he is still out and searching for his cat, we can hear strange yelling noises from inside of the woods.
So Algonquin's still gone. She fucking ran up into the woods somewhere and I still can't find her. So I'm out here. I'm not going into the woods tonight. Trying to check and see if she's up in the trees, but... Come here, honey. Gonkwin! Gonk!
Could be barking, I suppose, but there's just something about it that's like a little bit off, a little bit unnerving. Luckily after this, our poster finally finds his cat, and yet the cat seems to have changed somehow. It's reluctant to follow him home and instead tries to lead him towards something within the woods.
Gonkwin! Come here, honey. Come here. What are you doing, honey? Don't scare me like that. Come here. Do you want me to go into the... I can't go down there to... No. Come here. Come here.
People in the comments were saying here, do not follow your cat. That may not be your cat. You know, there's something very wrong here. I don't want you to see what that cat wants you to see. After this, the poster makes a follow-up video basically saying that his cat is home, his cat is safe, which is good. But in the update video, he seems really shaken up. He said it felt like something or someone was watching the entire time, and I kept hearing very unnerving sounds as I was trying to catch her. So it seems like the disappearance of his cat was not just a very unlucky coincidence during the time of all of this. It seems as if it's somehow tied into the weird bad vibes that these two tiny faces are bringing in. I keep saying bad vibes, but like that's the only thing that I can give them. Like, are they cursed? Is it like an art project? Is it symbolic of something? I don't know. All I know is that they're bad news and he should chuck him back into the woods. When our poster comes back to us, he's rocking back and forth and he says he's cold. It's July, so why would he be so chilly? Another quick clip just shows him walking towards what sounds like dogs barking, him getting startled by something that we don't really see or hear as far as I can tell, and then running away. In a follow-up video, alarmingly, he says that he doesn't remember filming those videos and he's not sure what's going on.
The last two videos. I don't remember recording them. Especially that last one where at least I think that's me running. Y'all remember the screaming face thing found in the woods yesterday and ended up losing? Even though I know I placed it on my desk, I found it. Well, we're like, it reappeared. And it's on my front porch right now with some crumpled up paper. It's freaking me out because this ain't no horror movie. What the fuck? Sorry, hands shaking a bit. I just wanted to go smoke.
And now, the second face that he found, which seemingly had just disappeared after finding it, has reappeared. This time with a crumpled up piece of paper. We never find out exactly what the paper says, but this startles the poster enough to the point where he decides that's it. I am burying the doll. I don't want it anymore. And so that's what he does. And from here, our poster really seems like he's trying to enjoy his life again. He plays the ukulele, he's doing things that he used to do that used to make him happy before all of this began. However, it's then that we get one incredibly dark video with just jumbled text on screen and no caption or explanation of what it could mean. When I looked into the comments, the three things that flash on screen that make sense are not over, him I would eat, and liar. This is the point actually in this video where someone comments, oh my god, so this is an ARG. And our poster likes their comment. So there we go, solid proof that this is in fact an alternate reality game, and we can rest assured that our poster is going to bed at night not haunted by the spirits of these weird faces. But that doesn't make the story any less startling. When he got rid of them, he was trying so hard to feel like himself again before they started plaguing his life. And now it seems like they've taken over entirely. This is the last video that I'm going to cover for this video. And our poster has a few things to say. I had the dream again last night. The woods. Was following a strangely familiar path. Found a few more notes along the way. These notes lead him to a cabin where he has a feeling that someone is waiting for him. And he asks and petitions the audience what he could have left behind. What could have made him a liar? And this is where the story ends for now. There have actually been several videos posted since I initially did my research for this, but I kind of just wanted to lay it all out here for you guys and get your opinions. What are these little faces supposed to be? I didn't want to give it away in the beginning of the video, but something about the faces remind me of like the animation of the studio that did FrailAlien. I mean, they are masterfully done, and I'm not sure if Z themselves did it or if it was something that they purchased on like Etsy or anything like that, but they are incredibly detailed and truly super unsettling. Are they meant to be the faces of little fairies or something? Was it a gift from the Fae and Z accepted it and now they're just haunting and plaguing him? Like, I don't know. I can't quite get a grasp on what this could be. There is reference to shapeshifters and kind of the like, you know, things along those lines. So it could also have a bit to do with that. But ultimately, I'm turning the floor over to you. What do you think here? Are you intrigued enough that you want a follow-up on this? What do you think these little faces could be? One theory that I have is that they could be death masks. Now, a death mask is basically when you pass away, and it's kind of not really something we do as much anymore, but you take this plaster and you put it over the deceased person's face. I think that that could be really interesting, but they would have to be these tiny little creatures like elves or fae or something like that. It seems that Z kind of invited these creatures into his space, however, by accepting the gift in a way, by bringing it in, by posting about it on the internet. And when he invited them in and then shunned them into the dark, it seems that they were not big fans of that. So I'm curious to see exactly what waits out there in the cabin for him, and if those faces are going to stay in the ground where he buried them. Lord knows I hope they do. Or maybe not, because that could be more interesting for videos. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. I'm really, really, really curious, and I'm so excited to have stumbled across this TikTok oddity. You can follow Z's story over at FrailAlien on TikTok. I'll have it linked down below. And I think that's all for now. If you did enjoy the video, go to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you very, very much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!